Hi guys, welcome back. Thanks for joining me for today's video. I'm going to be sharing with you my top 10 cold weather fashion essentials. So I was going to do one video which was going to be my top 10 fashion and beauty essentials, but I had so many to talk about that I'm going to split this into two. So if you'd like to hear my top 10 cold weather beauty essentials, then make sure you're subscribed because that video will be coming away very soon, and I've got some really nice like cold weather beauty hacks in there as well, so that should be a really fun one. But today I'm going to be talking through the pieces that I think are core pieces for your wardrobe for when the weather starts to get a little bit colder. I've got my top 10, a few options for each, a few different price points, so whether your budget is appropriate for some really luxurious pieces or you'd rather stick to high street pieces, then I have got an option for you. As always, everything will be linked down in the description box, so if you want to find out more or purchase any of these pieces, then you can click show more for all of the details. So without further ado, let's get started, and my number one is a classic chunky knit. I thought I would mention this one that I'm wearing now. This is one that I've been reaching for so much lately, and when it comes to chunky knits, I definitely advise going for a neutral colour because they will go with so many outfit combinations. You can even wear them over a dress if you've got quite a wintry themed dress, or of course with skirts. Midi skirts look fantastic with a chunky knit. I did a blog post recently on how to be cozy and comfortable but also chic, and I paired a Marks & Spencer chunky knit with a midi skirt, and that's a really lovely outfit combination. And then of course the classic chunky knit and jeans. You can't really go wrong, and importantly you can also layer underneath. I did actually do last week an entire video on how to layer for the colder seasons, so if you missed that I will leave that linked up here and down below as well. So yeah, this is my first chunky knit. This one is from Topshop. Nice big collar detail which is so nice for snuggling up in, and then I also really like these slightly trumpet style sleeves. I think they just add quite a nice design element to the jumper. A couple more that I think are really lovely. This one is something a little bit different. This one is also from Topshop. You've got this button detail on the shoulder, and I love the neckline of this one. It's like a slit at the top, so it's two sections of fabric buttoned together, and I think it's just a really lovely classic but very feminine style and something a bit different to the usual chunky knit. And then my third chunky knit, this one is actually also from Topshop, a Topshop hat trick, and this one is incredibly warm. It's a really thick chunky knit. I really like this asymmetric sash detail what goes down the middle there, and because this has a mohair and wool mix blended in with the man-made fibres, it just makes it very snuggly and warm. What is great about all three of these jumpers is you can get away with wearing a thermal underneath because of the nice high neckline, and that brings me nicely on to my second cold weather fashion essential. You guys are probably bored of hearing me talking about thermals, but I honestly could not recommend them enough. I don't have one to show you because they are all in the wash, and I'm not going to show you a dirty thermal, but I wear them as, after obviously my underwear, they are always the next layer that I wear during the colder months. As soon as it becomes like October, I always have one on. My favourite ones are from Marks & Spencer's, as you probably know if you've seen me rambling about cold weather fashion before, but yeah, sorry I don't have one to show you, but I like these scoop neck long sleeve ones. They're really thin, they don't add any bulk to your outfit, and they keep you so toasty. I will leave my favourite ones linked down below. I suggest you get a white one, a black one, a grey one, and then there are some snazzy colours as well, but the white ones are the best because they go under everything and they don't show through. Cold weather essential number 3 is a scarf, and I have 3 different options to talk about. I'm going to start with the most premium option, and this is a scarf that not only obviously is functional, but it is a real style staple to your winter outfit. A scarf is one piece that is always on show, so I do think that it's a great investment piece, and also if you do love to make your look a little bit more premium, then by investing in something like this, which is a Burberry scarf. This was actually a Christmas gift from my mum last year and I adore it. I'm so excited to wear it again this year. I got the one with the hearts on, which hopefully is still available. If not, I'll leave this year's alternative link down below. By investing in something like this, it makes your whole outfit look a lot more premium, even when the only designer thing from your outfit might be your scarf. So that is my number 1. Number 2 is a classic chunky knit scarf. This one is from Accessorize, so a lot more affordable alternative, and it has these cute little pom-poms on it. Other than the pom-poms, it's just quite a classic piece. Really nice long scarf, and a great thickness, so it means you really can wind it around several times. I like to do a little knot as well, something like that. Not the best, but you get the picture, and it just keeps you so snuggly and warm. So I love this one from Accessorize. And then a scarf style that I think looks amazing, especially worn over coats. And if you have a coat, I'll show you an example in a second, that has a tie waist, this type of scarf, or some may say it's a faux fur stole, looks fabulous. I like to wear this over jumpers as well if I just want a little bit more warmth and coziness, but if you do want to have that very feminine silhouette, then cinch it in at the waist with a belt, and that's a really, really lovely style. This one, again, is from Topshop. I had one from Reiss last year that I wore loads and loads in a pink colour, but when I saw this classic white creamy one, which does have kind of flecks of brown in there, which makes it look so luxurious and premium, I knew I had to have this in my winter wardrobe, and I've already worn this absolutely loads, so highly recommend this one from Topshop. So another fairly obvious one, but of course a cold weather essential, is a coat, and specifically a long coat, and one which also has a lining, because then the lining and hopefully a wool outer will keep you very warm and protect you against the wind, which is so important. Often it's not only the temperature but the bitterly cold winds which do get your body very cold. A woolen coat, a long coat, and one with a lining would be my 3 tick list things to look out for. This is one from Reiss. It does have the waist belt, which gives a very beautiful feminine silhouette, which I really love. Reiss, when it comes to coats, are just the masters. They are tailored so beautifully, they fit the body incredibly, and for a very premium high street retailer, I don't think they're too badly priced. I would recommend to everybody to invest in a Reiss coat. I've never regretted any of the money I've spent on Reiss outerwear, and I do have quite a few pieces from them because they do last season after season. I have this coat in burgundy that I purchased 2 years ago. I've got gilets from Reiss that I've got from many years ago when I used to work there, and all of them are such classic pieces that they were well worth the investment. Of course, not everyone wants to spend that amount of money on outerwear, and don't worry, because the high street has some amazing options. This one I've been wearing loads recently, and it is from River Island. A very classic coat, and it does have a detachable fur collar, so actually you could save yourself from buying the Topshop stole and just buy this coat, and then you can unbutton the fur bit from this and add that to your outfit. So there's a little hack for you. But this coat I do love to wear with the faux fur collar attached. If you've seen any of my vlogs lately, you'll know that I have been living in this coat, and whenever I wear it I get so many compliments on it. And actually for the high street it is slightly more pricey. This is £90, but it is more affordable than the Reiss ones, and I think it's the kind of coat that makes a beautiful statement in your wardrobe and that you'll wear all winter long. The newest coat from my collection is this one, and it's from a brand called Chi Chi London. It's a beautiful light pink colour, which, as you guys know, is my absolute favourite shade. This one also has a waist belt, but it's quite a boxy fit. This is quite a masculine fit one, and what I love about this one is it's great for layering, especially over chunky knits, whereas my ones which have a slightly more feminine silhouette are not quite so good over big fat chunky knits. You often feel a little bit wedged in, whereas this is a lot more roomy because it doesn't have that tailoring around the bodice. I'll probably also wear this one just over my shoulders as quite a casual style, and it also has this lovely kind of cape detail at the back, which I always think looks really, really beautiful. Again, this one is a high street price tag too, so really good value for your money. A very glamorous one next, and my next cold weather fashion essential is a pair of thermal socks. So these I think are actually from Primark. They have a metallic thread running through them, which looks like glitter, but it actually acts to keep the warmth into your feet, which, as I'm sure you know, is very important during the colder months, especially if you live somewhere where the ground is icy or frosty, then your feet can get very chilly. Thermal socks don't cost much at all. Primark, Topshop, everywhere seems to have them, so definitely pick up a few pairs. For something a little bit more luxurious, very warm, very cozy, and an amazing present idea, gift idea, these are cashmere socks from the White Company. They're technically bed socks, but I also like to wear them in wellies if I know I'm going to be out for a long time. The cashmere as a natural fibre is very warm, very insulating, and very soft and cozy on the feet too. So nice treat for yourself, but an even nicer stocking filler or gift for a loved one. On that note, a footwear fashion essential for the cold weather season would be a pair of practical walking boots. These are my current favourites. They are from Russell and Bromley. They're flat, which means that they're just great for everything. They're great when it's icy, when it's frosty, no slipping around, because they've got a really great practical sole. Inside they have got a shearling material, so just ultra snuggly, and as you would expect from Russell and Bromley, they're absolutely beautiful as well, so you don't need to sacrifice your style points when it comes to comfort and practicality, because these just tick all of the boxes. So I was meant to mention this one when I talked about coats, but I forgot. But this one is not a long coat, although I believe there is a long version of this, but this is a puffer style coat. I think it's got a down lining, which is so scrumptiously warm, and then it packs down into a very small size as well. This is great as like a nipping about kind of coat. It's perfect for, I wear this going to the gym, if you're nipping out to the shops, or if you're going on like a long dog walk or that kind of thing. You cannot get anything warmer than a thermal, then a chunky knit, and then a down coat. And this one is Ted Baker, and it is my favourite. So beautiful. It also has a waist belt, which is on this big thick elastic band, and that really cinches in the waist to give you that very feminine figure despite all the chunky layers underneath. So I just thought I would sneak this one in as a little bonus number. My next cold weather essential is a jumper dress. Now I also featured these as part of your autumn basics for your wardrobe, and I think that even when the temperatures really do drop, you can still get away with wearing a jumper dress. Sometimes you're even too cold to pull on a pair of jeans, you just want to be super snuggly, and a jumper dress does exactly that. What I like to do on really cold days is wear, you guessed it, my long sleeve thermal tights as well. Marks and Spencer's do great thermal tights, and I like to tuck my thermal top into the tights, and then you're just totally covered. Your entire body is covered, which is amazing, and then you add something chic and stylish over the top. This is my most worn jumper dress of the autumn and so far winter season. River Island with the balloon sleeves, absolutely love this one. And then this is a new purchase. I got this one a couple of days ago from Zara. It's a black jumper dress with pearls on it. I thought that if you have to wear black for work, this would be a really nice one. And I think Zara do really nice jumper dresses. I don't like the shopping experience in Zara, as I've mentioned before, but you can't deny they do have some really nice pieces. This with black ankle boots and black thermal tights would be a winning winter outfit combination. To go with your jumper dress, I think there is nothing better than a pair of over-knee boots, and you guys must be sick to death of seeing these because I talk about them so much, but I absolutely adore them and recommend them to absolutely everyone. These are my Karen Millen grey over-the-knee boots. They were an investment piece, but already the price per wear is next to nothing because I have worn them so much, which you'll know if you've watched previous videos or follow me on Instagram, etc. I just absolutely adore them. They do keep your legs warm as well because of course cover you up to over the knee. Heel height wise, these are super practical. I would be comfortable wearing these on frosty, icy days, so highly recommend these. If you haven't already treated yourself to them, then I suggest you do so, but I do have again an affordable alternative. This is a pair of brown over the knee boots from brand Attic. These retail for under £40, so an incredible buy. The heel is a little bit higher, but I do still find them very comfortable for wearing all day because it's a chunky heel and your foot is nicely protected with all this structure around the ankle area. I actually wore the black versions of these for a full day exploring around Boston, and I think we racked up around 20,000 steps and they were still very comfortable, so don't let the heel height put you off. Also, what I love about these ones in particular, and I have tried a lot of affordable high street boots, is that these ones don't slip down the leg. They have a tie at the back here and they don't have slippery material inside, so it's not satiny, it's like a cotton material, so it helps to grip the leg, and they don't slide down, you don't get baggy material around your ankles. So as far as affordable over-knee boots go, these ones from brand Attic, which also come in black, would be my #1 recommendation. Another cold weather fashion accessory that I recommend that you have in your collection is a lovely pair of gloves. And I know that sounds quite obvious, but how many of us have drawers full of gloves and yet we don't actually put them in our handbags and use them? If you treat yourself to a really lovely pair that are just a really lovely addition to your outfit as well as something practical, then hopefully you'll get a little bit more use out of them. I recently treated myself to these. I actually bought 2 pair, one for myself and one for a friend as a Christmas gift, and they are from Anthropologie. I thought they were cashmere because of the quite high price tag, but actually they're acrylic, polyester and wool mix, but actually that's probably a really lovely warm combination. Not sure if you can see, but they have really lovely pearl detail on them, and then on the fingers they have a special kind of knitted section, which means you can still use your phone, all importantly, when the weather is cold, so you don't have to take your glove off, risk dropping it in some snow or ice. You can do all you need to do on your phone with these gloves on, which is amazing. So these are my current favourite when it comes to winter gloves. And my final recommendation is a pair of earmuffs. Now I was going to say hat, and I do love hats, but I'm yet to find one that I absolutely love this season. There is a really cute pink beanie hat with 2 like pom-pom ears on it from Topshop, which I'm tempted by, but I actually like to wear my hair up a lot. I wear my hair in a ponytail a lot or in a bun. It's very rare that I actually have my hair down. I'm having a very rare good hair day today, so for that reason I prefer earmuffs. For me it is my ears that get the coldest, so for me to have something that I can pop on no matter my hairstyle, like so, is just a really lovely way of keeping warm and looking chic as well. I love these ones with the pearl on the headband. They are from Kate Spade. There are also some really lovely ones with like a blush pink pom-pom in Topshop at the moment, so I'll link the Topshop ones as well as these ones down in the description box. So those are my cold weather fashion essentials. I really hope you enjoyed this and found it useful. If you did, then please don't forget to give this video a thumbs up. It really does make a big difference to me if you do spend those extra couple of seconds giving it a thumbs up. And if you haven't yet, then please do subscribe so you don't miss any of my future videos. We have loads more amazing videos coming your way over the next couple of weeks. And leave me a comment with your favourite cold weather fashion essential. Maybe there's something really obvious that I've forgotten or something a little bit quirky, but let me know what pieces in your wardrobe you find yourself reaching for the most when it gets a little bit chilly outside. So that's all from me. Thank you for watching, and I'll see you in my next one. Bye.